ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। येन धौता गिरः पुंसां विमलैः शब्दवारिभिः तमश्चाज्ञानजं भिन्नं तस्मै पाणिनये नमः। नत्वा सरस्वतीं देवीं शुद्धां गुण्यां करोम्यहम् पाणिनीयप्रवेशाय लघुसिद्धान्तकौमुदी। हरि ओम। You are seeing this Kasha dhatu lung lakara pratyas, lung lakara forms you are seeing, and I was explaining yesterday the sutra Nyantak Kshana Shvasa Jagru Nishvedita. Whatever I explained yesterday, I thought I had clarity. I had no clarity at all. It is very long prakriya of Jagru. We'll see Jagru prakriya. Before that, one more prakriya we need to see. That we will see, and then we will go to Jagru prakriya. I'll share the screen. We already have seen something is called Antaranga and Bahiranga. This Vichara had already come once. In short, there are various criteria to decide what is Antaranga, what is Bahiranga. So, different types of vidhis are there, like Guna vidhi is there, Vruddhi vidhi is there, different vidhis are there. Among them, which vidhi should be applied? Suppose if two vidhis are coming and they are contradicting, then which one should be applied? So to resolve that conflict, these paribhashas are created. One of the paribhasha is this Purvapara Nityantaranga Pavadhanam Uttarottaram Baliyaha. One more paribhasha is there, Asiddham Bahirangam Antarange. This is second one more paribhasha. So basically, we come to know by these two paribhashas that if there is Bahiranga Vidhi and Antaranga Vidhi, then Antaranga Vidhi should be applied. Then how do we decide Antaranga and Bahiranga? There are various criteria. Based on that, it is decided that this is Bahiranga, this is Antaranga. One of the very common criteria is we have to see the nimitta. More nimittas in the vidhi, if nimitta is more in number, then it is Bahiranga. Nimitta less in number, that vidhi is Antaranga vidhi. So Antaranga and Bahiranga, that is how it is decided. Like let's take for example, two examples we will say for this. One sutra is Sarvadhatu Kardha Dhatu Payoho. Sutra says, whenever there is Iganta Anga, in front of Iganta Anga, if there is Sarvadhatuka or Ardha Dhatuka Pratyaya is, then Guna will take place. Guna will take place. That Guna will happen to last letter, obviously, by this Alontyasya, by that Paribhasha Sutra. So this Sutra says, Igantasya Gunaha Syat Sarvadhatuka Pratyaya Pare Sati Athava Ardha Dhatuka Pratyaya Pare Sati. One nimitta is mentioned. Pratyaya should be Sarvadhatuka. Now, second, one sutra we saw, Sichi Vruddhi Parasmay Padeshu. Sichi Pare Sati Vruddhi is Syat. Dhatoho Vruddhi is Syat. Obviously, it will come to the last letter of that dhatu by this Alontyasya Sutra. Now, here this Sichi Vruddhi Parasmay Padeshu does not stop only saying that while Sich is there in front, let the Vruddhi come to Iganta Anga. But one more condition this sutra gives, that Sich also should get followed by Parasmay Pada Pratyaya, then only. So Nimitta is more than Sarvadhatuka Ardhadhatuka. Here, in Sichi Vruddhi Parasmay Padeshu, Sich is supposed to be there. That Sich should be along with Parasmay Pada Pratyaya following to it or in front of it. Then the Vruddhi is going to take place to or is going to happen to the last ik letter of Dhatu. So between these two sutras, two vidhis, first sutra nimitta is 1, second sutra nimitta is 2. There are 2 nimittas, like little bit extra nimitta it is. So obviously, second one becomes Bahiranga. Sichi Vruddhi Parasmay Padeshu Sutra becomes Bahiranga. And Sarvadhatuka Ardhadhatuka Sutra becomes Antaranga. Now, if these two sutras are clashing, they are coming together, somewhere they are finding one place where they can be applied, then one should be applied, other one should be removed. We cannot apply that. So, if there is a situation where Sichi Vruddhi Parasmay Padeshu is also applicable and Sarvadhatuka Ardhadhatuka is also possible to come, then between them we have to apply the Antaranga Sutra. Antaranga Sutra is this Sarvadhatuka Ardhadhatuka because it takes Alpa Guna, Alpa Nimitta or Alpa Apeksha. This Antaranga Bahiranga and both sutras are clear?
Yes, Chief.
Now, let's take this example only. Here we did this prakriya, Kru Dhatu. Akarshit form we did. Kruti, Kruta, Krusa, Sa came by Chililungi, Sich Sakara came. Then Kru Sa is there in front of Kru. There is Sa is Sich is Ardhadhatuk Pratyaya. Ting Shit Sarvadhatukam. Ting and Shit are named as Sarvadhatukam. Whatever is not Sarvadhatuka is called Ardhadhatuka. Now, this Sich is Ardhadhatuka. And then there is this Kru Dhatu. In front of Kru Dhatu, there is Ardhadhatuka Pratyaya. Kru Dhatu is ending with Ik Pratyahara Varna. Therefore, Sarvadhatuka Ardhadhatuka Sutra is applicable here. Ardhadhatuke Pratyaya Pare Sati. Ardhadhatuka Sich Pratyaya is there. Kru Dhatu, Ik, is supposed to get replaced by Guna. But instead of that, we applied Sichi Vruddhi Parasmay Padeshu. Sichi Vruddhi Parasmay Padeshu Sutra says, do the Vruddhi to Dhatu if it is getting followed by Sich, which is getting followed by this Parasmay Pada Pratyaya. Here in this situation, Sich is there and it is getting followed by the Parasmay Pada Pratyaya. No? Parasmay Pada Parasich Pratyaya is there. In this case, Dhatu is ending with Ik. Ik later is supposed to get replaced by Vruddhi by Sichi Vruddhi Parasmay Pada. Okay. So Kru Sa It in this situation, Kru Sa It in this situation, this Sarvadhatuka Ardhadhatuka is also possible and Sichi Vruddhi Parasmay Padeshu is also possible. Between these two sutras, actually, as per the Paribhasha, we are supposed to apply Sarvadhatuka Ardhadhatuka Sutra. But we applied Sichi Vruddhi Parasmay Padeshu. Now, what justification should be given for this? So, there is no direct justification. One justification, which is very ultimate justification, and really sometimes this Vaiyakaranas will give, that all the paribhashas are not nitya, or they are not like not to be followed all the time. They are not very concrete rules, something which can be followed or which should be followed all the times. So all paribhashas are anitya paribhashas. These are not nitya paribhashas. That is one solution. However, Kashikakara gives explanation that Maharshi Panini ji here wants Vruddhi. He wants Vruddhi. If we do Guna here also, in this situation also, like kru sa in here also, if we apply sarvadhatuka ardhadhatukayoh, sarvadhatuka ardhadhatukayoh sutra, which has already found its own place to work. Somewhere we have already applied where this situation was not there. For example, bhu dhana, this shap dhana ti. Bhu is dhatu ending with ik letter, and there was shap, that was sarvadhatuk pratyaya, and there it found the place to work. Sutra is already applied, and there it has found its own separate space. Plus, he is finding little bit more space here to work. So, Sichivruddhi Parasmay Padeshu, on the other hand, has only this place to work. Dhatus, which will end with ik, and there should be specifically sich. Sich only should be there. Whereas Sarvadhatuka Ardhadhatuka is okay to work with any Sarvadhatuka and any Ardhadhatuka Pratyaya. And he has plenty of places to work, excluding this sich it situation. Sichivruddhi Parasmay Padeshu does not have. This is the only place where Sichivruddhi Parasmay Padeshu will work. So, this sutra, and if we apply this guna, if we apply, suppose we do, instead of kar, this vruddhi, we do kar. We'll do kar. Then example will be kar sa it. Kar sa it. Now here, if we do kar sa it, if this is how we create with the guna. Suppose we applied Sarvadhatuka Ardhadhatuka Sutra and we did guna. Still, we can create the akarshit form. Why? Because there is this akara is there. And we can apply this optional form we will be able to create, or there is Atol Rantasya Sutra. With that sutra also, once again, we can create this akara vruddha. Atol Rantasya is the sutra. Sutra says that akara of dhatu, which has la or ra nearby that akara will become dirgha, or it will get vruddhi adesha. With that sutra also, we can create again form kar, if at all we want to create kar sa it. A sutra we will be able to apply is ato rantasya. This is how prakriya is also. Then we can find the akarshit and rest of the prakriya. This lung lang lung sodo adesha pratyayo akarshit form we will get. But then, if we apply sarvadhatuka ardhadhatukayo, and if we go with this atul rantasya sutra, then there won't be any space for Sichivruddhi Parasmay Padeshu to work. Then this sutra itself becomes nishprayojana. Atol Rantasya, of course, without Sichivruddhi Parasmay Padeshu, the Sichi and Vruddhi and Parasmay Padeshu, complete sutra comes in the Atol Rantasya Sutra. However, but that type of sutra can be created with little bit modifications. Sichivruddhi Parasmay Padeshu by itself becomes of no use. But Maharishi Panini has created, that means there has to be something. So what is that? That in this case, this Asiddham Bahirangam Antarange, here we will not apply this sutra, this paribhasha. Here, Sichivruddhi Parasmay Padeshu is the sutra which will be applicable, which will be applied, and we will do vruddhi, we will not do guna. So this prakriya, in this way, we should not go. We don't go there in this way. Is this prakriya clear?
In that Antaranga Bahiranga, that paribhasha, avakasha is there? No.
Avakasha means?
As one of the reasonings, or like that gives the order in which it has to be followed, right? First Antaranga, then if not Bahiranga, then if not this. So many reasonings have been given.
No,
like avakasha reasoning is there in that? in that paribhasha?
Avakash, Purva Paranitya.
Like, no, I'm asking. I don't know. In that, is it there?
Here,
It is, you're telling.
between Bahiranga and Antaranga, that vichara is
It is not called avakasha. It is called vinigamana.
Vinigaman. Okay.
Ekapara pakshapatini yukti.
Vinigamana.
Jesus. So that is there in that paribhasha, Vinigamana?
That paribhasha is also anitya. Not all the time it is applied. So here itself it is not getting applied. So that paribhasha is becoming anitya here in this case.
Okay, so whatever is there. Okay, fine.
Means between these, here asiddham bahirangam antarangis paribhasha is not applied.
Yes, Ji.
As per the paribhasha, we are supposed to apply sarvadhatu kardha dhatu. We are not applying. So that paribhasha is not applicable. We are applying sichi vruddhi parasmay padeshu. Otherwise, sichi vruddhi parasmay padeshu sutra will not have any importance, or it loses its need itself.
Elsewhere, this sutra doesn't go.
Ji Swamiji?
Elsewhere, outside of this.
Ha.
So it has avakasha.
Yes. So that paribhasha has its own places. There are certain places where this paribhasha is applied.
Where this sutra will apply.
Ha. Now,
I think we can proceed further. I will explore in Kashika, or if they have given any explanation for this. Have they given anything? In any other tika?
This Padamanjari has given explanation for this. And Kashikakara himself gives the explanation.
So I think in the next session we can just touch upon it, but we can proceed further.
Proceed from where, Swamiji?
To the next sutra. Akarshit is over.
So should we see this Jagru Vichara?
Yes.
So we will go to Jagru Vichara. Now, Sutra said, Nyanta Kshana Shwasa Jagru Nishveditam. Two more sutras, two more dhatus are mentioned. One is a Ni. Ni is Nich. So, Nijanta dhatus, there also Vriddhi is avoided. There also Vriddhi should not happen. That's what the Sutra is saying. How? We'll take one dhatu, this Una Pariharane. Una Parihane, this dhatu we'll take. Una. There comes Nich. This is Churadi Ganastha dhatu. Then this Satyapa Pashatupa, Tulavina Shloka, Senalomat Pachavarma Varna Churana Churadibhyo Nich. By that, Nich comes. Nich, only Ikara remains, and at the end we get the dhatu Uni. Uni is the dhatu. This is Nyanta dhatu. Now, this we have to decline. Uni will have dhatutva. It will get lung lakara. Lung will be replaced by tiktaji, so only ta will remain. Now we have to bring Uni. Sich will come. Chlilungi, chle sich. Ta is there. Chle sich. Now here, it will come. This E is there. uni, I, sa, I, ta is what we have got. Now here, uni is, let me see this switch or not. Set. Again, now our dhatu is ikaranta. There is sich in front of it. Ida sich it is, but it is sich. Again here, two sutras we can apply. One is this one is sarvadhatuka ardhadhatukayoh, and then vruddhi will happen by actually does not happen. Now I need to share the Kashika. I will share. Did I share Kashika?
No.
I am sharing. Yeah. Kashika, from here you have to read. Nacha antarangatvat atra purvam gunah bhavati. Nacha antarangatvat atra purvam gunah bhavati. Sichi vruddhehe anavakashatvat. If we do guna before, then sichi vruddhi parasmay padeshu or sichi vruddhi, this whole vidhana will become anavakashi. It will not get any avakasha. Yadi purvam gunah syat iha nishvigrahanam anarthakam syat. Again, now here in the case of this uni, Tingantaprakaranam, there uni, if we do sarvadhatuka ardhadhatukayoh sutra first, if we apply sarvadhatuka ardhadhatukayoh sutra, then this nishvigraha, like ni grahana is anarthaka, and shvi also not necessary, because if we apply sarvadhatuka ardhadhatukayoh first, then uni will turn into une, and immediately after that ayadi adesha sandhi will happen, or ayadi adesha sutra will be applicable. Uni will turn une will turn into unai. Now unai, once it turns into unai, then there is no iganta anga. Anga is now halanta, yakaranta anga it becomes. So yadi purvam gunah syat iha nishvigrahanam anarthakam syat. Gunayadeshayoh krutayoh yakarantatvat pratishedhasya siddhatvat. Pratishedha is already done. Pratishedha means sichi vruddhi pratishedha is done. That's why, in order to avoid that guna first, and first guna is done, then again vruddhi will be prapta by, now anga is halanta. Anga is halanta. Now sutra vichara, nishedha is done for hyanta kshana shvasa jagru nishveditam. Sichi vruddhi parasmay padeshu, that sutra keep aside. This sutra says that vruddhi will not happen to the nyanta dhatus and shvi dhatu also. sichi vruddhi will not happen. Nyanta kshanashvasa jagru nishveditam esham haladi idadi sichau idadi sichi parasmay pade pare vruddhi na bhavati, vruddhi will not happen. Okay? This is the sutra. Now purvam guna syat iha. If we do guna first itself, then there was no need to do the nishedhasya asiddhatvat, because nishedha is already.
Narayan.
Yes, Swamiji.
Guna and aya adesha.
Yes, Swamiji.
Where is the aya is from H-O-I-A.
H-O-I-A. So here the गुणादेशयोः कृतयोः यकारान्तत्वात् एव प्रतिषेधस्य सिद्धत्वात्. Pratished is already siddha. Then there was no need to mention these two in the sutra. But then the Kashirkar is giving clarity that tasmat idameva nishvigrahanam, because Paniniji is taking ni and shvi in the sutra, shows that sichi antarangam asti. This sichi vidhana is antaranga that should be followed, or that is what will be applicable, and not the sarvodhatu kardhatu kayo. Now here he has given the explanation again. Kashirkara. अंतरंगम अपि गुणम एषाम वृद्धिर्वचनात् बाधते. एषाम अंतरंगः गुणादेश is actually antaranga, and this vruddhi vachana is bahiranga. However, gunadesh is badhita by sichi vruddhi parasmay pade. And how did we come to know? By Maharshi Paniniji is already taking, Maharshi Paniniji is mentioning Nyanta and Shvi Dhatu in the sutra. If those were not mentioned, we would not have come to know that Vruddhi is supposed to be applied and not the Sichi, this Sarvadhatu Kardha Dhatu Payoho, or there we are not supposed to apply this Antarangam. Antarangatva is actually given by Maharshi Paniniji to this Sichi Vruddhi Parasmay Pade, like this. Is this clear, Swamiji?
Yes.
Now, little bit different. We will go to now this Jagru Dhatu. Jagru is also read in the sutra. Nyanta Kshana Shvasa Jagru. Why Jagru is taken here? Jagru is Rikaranta, it is Iganta Dhatu. And that also is supposed to, that will also get Vruddhi, and it is not supposed to happen to it. So this Nyanta, Shvi, or any Dhatu which is mentioned in this Nyanta Kshanashvasa Jagru Nishveditam, none of these will get Vruddhi Adesha by happening by any one of these sutras. That's what the purpose of this sutra is. Again, I would say. Okay, these are the sutras which are giving Vruddhi in different conditions. Those are Sichi Vruddhi Parasmay. Yes, Swamiji?
No.
Sichi Vruddhi Parasmay Padeshu Atol Rantasya Vadavraja Halantasyacha. These three sutras are giving Vruddhi. Then Neti and Nyanta Kshana Shvasa Jagru Nishveditam, these two are doing Nishedha of Vruddhi. Purnoter Vibhasha Sutra is giving Vaikalpika Vruddhi. Ato Halader Laghoho is giving Vaikalpika Vruddhi. These sutras are causing Vruddhi. Is stopped by Neti and Nyanta Kshana Shvasa Jagru Nishveditam. There are few conditions in which Neti this sutra is not capable of doing the nishedha of vriddhi caused by any one of these sutras. That's why Nyantakshonashasa Jagru Nishveditam, this separate sutra is created. Now, Jagru is one of the dhatus. Jagru is ending with Ru, and if it is getting followed by Sich, then the Vriddhi should be stopped. This Vriddhi will happen by Sichi Vriddhi Parasmay Padeshu. If it is Idadi Sich, then again it will get Vriddhi by one of the sutras. We will see that in the order. But there is one sutra in the case of Jagru. That sutra is Jagro Vichinnal Gitsu. This sutra is there, right here. Jagro Vichinnal Gitsu. This is very specific sutra for Jagru Dhatu. Jagru Dhatu is
given in Kashika.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Shika mein diya. Atha Jagru Grahanam Kimartham.
Yes, Swami. Atha Jagru Grahanam Kimartham, Kashikara has only discussed. Kaumudikara has not discussed that. So, Kaumudikara will discuss when actually that dhatu will come there in the order.
Yes, yeah.
But Kashikara will discuss when the sutra is there itself. Now, Jagru Sutra, this is again little bit different sutra. This specifically is talking about Jagru Dhatu, and sutra is saying that let the guna happen. Let the guna happen. What are all the conditions? He says that there should not be vi, chin, null, and nit. These pratyas are not supposed to be there. If there is something else, then guna will happen. Any situation. Now, like here, vi, chin, null, and nit. Sich is not vi, not chin, not null, not nit. Okay. Sich is different from this. Etebhya Jagru ityetasya angasya gunah bhavati. Vi, chin, null, nitsu paratah. It should not be there. Different from this. Etebhya bhinnam kinchit syat. So sich is different from this. So while sich is there, guna should happen as per this sutra. As per this sutra, guna should happen. As per the Sichi Vriddhi Parasmay Padeshu, Vriddhi should happen. That when there is Sich is there in front of Jagru or any Iganta Dhatu, Vriddhi should happen. Again, we have problem which sutra we should apply. So this current sutra, one more meaning is there. We have to understand. This sutra does badha of various vriddhis and various gunas prapta in different situation by different sutras. The meaning of this sutra is, this sutra gives guna to Jagru Dhatu and does the nishedha of vriddhi and guna prapta by different sutras in different conditions. This is the karya of this sutra. Now, with this much, we'll move to document. Jagru. We'll type here Jagru. Jagru. Dhana. E is there. Then Sich Sakar is there. E. Then Ta is there. This is what we have got. Jagru, E, Sa, E, Ta. First, between Jagru and E, Iko Yanachi, Guna is Prapta. We'll go in this order. These many sutras will come. Iko Yanachi is Prapta. Badhita by Sarva Dhatu Karda Dhatu Payo. Sarva Dhatu Karda Dhatu Payo gives the Guna. Then next is सिचि वृद्धि परस्मै पदेषु इगंतांगस्य वृद्धि स्यात् परस्मै पद परे सिचि. चारो धातुकार धातुकयो and सिचि वृद्धि परस्मै पदेषु between them we apply सिचि वृद्धि परस्मै पदेषु and not सार्वधातुकार धातुकयो, because we saw Kashikara has given explanation that Nishvigrahanam tells that between them we have to apply antaranga is सिच वृद्धि and not the सार्वधातुकार धातुकयो गुण. So सार्वधातुकार धातुकयो is stopped by सिचि वृद्धि परस्मै पदेषु. Then again सिचि वृद्धि परस्मै पदेषु is giving vruddhi. That vruddhi is stopped by jagro vichinnal nitsu. This sutra says that if it is not vichinnal and nit, then no matter what is happening, you do guna. So vruddhi was prapta by sichi vruddhi parasmay padeshu, but that was stopped by jagro vichinnal nitsu, and we did, or we are supposed to do guna. So by jagro vichinnal nitsu, here jagru becomes jagar. Jagru I sa ita turns into jagar I sa ita. Now dhatu is halanta. Jagar, repa is there, and it has got akara in it. Then jagro, jagar has laghu akara. It is halanta. It is haladi. So vadavraja halantasyacha, by this sutra halantatva halantasya angasya vruddhi syat sichi parasmay padeshu. Vadavraja halantasyacha sutra says that halant dhatus, their lakar, halant dhatus, their ach will turn into vruddhi, or it will get vruddhi adesha if there is a sich in front of it. However, that vruddhi should not happen if sich has got it, or sich has got it. By ardha dhatu ka set wala de, it is already present there. So we cannot apply vadavraja halantasyacha. Vadavraja halantasyacha is stopped by neti. Neti sutra says that do not do this vruddhi if sich has it. So vadavraja halantasyacha was about to do the vruddhi to the akara which is there after ga, kakarottarvarti akara, that was supposed to get replaced by vruddhi. Neti sutra says that if sich, the nimitta, is having it agama, do not do that. So that was stopped. Now this vruddhi, again one more point we have to remember, this vruddhi was happening to anga. Neti sutra came and it stopped. That's it. Here we have to move to the next sutra. Now that was stopped, but ato halader lagoho sutra came and it said that if haladi dhatu is there and there is laghu akara in it and it is getting followed by iradi sich, then do the vaikalpika vruddhi adesha. Vadavraja halantasyacha sutra gives nitya vruddhi adesha. That was stopped, taking the nimitta that sich is idadi. So that will not happen. Neti sutra stopped it. Ato halader lago said that okay, do it vikalpena, because whatever conditions I am saying are getting fulfilled in this situation, apply that. So jagar was supposed to get vruddhi vikalpena, jagar jagar, by ato halader lago. Then again this vaikalpika vruddhi, ato halader lago ityanena prapyamana vaikalpika vruddhi atol rantasya. This next sutra, next is actually previous sutra 722. This sutra, the meaning of this sutra I will explain. Atol rantasya sutra says that let the akara of dhatu be replaced by vruddhi if that akara is in the proximity of la or ra. This is the meaning. If let the akara of dhatu get vruddhi adesha if it is in the proximity of ra and la, and nimitta is sich. There should be sich in front of it. Now, here atol rantasya sutra comes before neti. Atol rantasya neti is 724 and atol rantasya sutra is 722. This atol rantasya sutra comes right after sichi vruddhi parasmay padeshu atol rantasya, and then vadabraja halantasya is third sutra, and then neti. That is the order. So atol rantasya does not ask whether the nimitta is idadi or not. It just says that if sich is there, vruddhi will happen. And what is the condition? This akara is in the proximity of ra or la. So gakarottaravarti akara is in the proximity of repha. So atol rantasya sutra is very much applicable here. Now, to avoid vadabraja halantasya vruddhi, we applied neti sutra. Why can't we apply neti sutra again to avoid this vruddhi by atol rantasya? Vruddhi is happening by atol rantasya. Correct? And it is doing vruddhi only. Nimitta is also same, sich only. So vadabraja halantasya is taking nimitta as sich and adesha as vruddhi. Same things are done by atol rantasya. It is saying that vruddhi will happen to this, vruddhi will happen and nimitta is sich. For both of these sutras are coming before neti. Atol rantasya is also coming before neti. Vadabraja halantasya is also coming before neti. To stop vadabraja halantasya, we used neti. We should use neti to stop atol rantasya as well. But that does not happen because of one more paribhasha is there. The paribhasha is, if one sutra is applied to do, or one sutra comes and does nishedha to some anga karya, nishedha of some anga karya, then that sutra does not come once again to avoid same type of anga karya. If one sutra comes and does the nishedha of one anga karya, same sutra does not come second time to avoid same type of anga karya. So it is applicable only once. So one time usage is there for this neti sutra. So neti sutra, if we have applied once for vadabraja halantasya, it will not come again to avoid same karya for the atol rantasya. Is this clear? This is paribhasha.
Ji, sich is not anga karya, no? So sich is coming as a vikarna, right?
No. Sich is coming as pratyaya.
It's so pratyaya, so it is not anga.
No. But karya is happening to anga. Karya is anga karya. We are not doing pratyaya karya. We are doing anga karya. Sich is nimitta.
Sich nimitta.
Vadabraja halantasya says, if dhatu is halanta getting followed by sich, then angasya, vadabraja vadehe vrajehe halantasya cha angasya achah sthane vruddhisya. So karya is happening to anga and nimitta is sich. And same atol rantasya atah samipau yau rau tadantasya angasya atah akarasya sthane vruddhi syat. Parasmay pada pare sichi pare sati. Sichi is nimitta. So sichi is nimitta in both. So anga vruttau punar vruttau avidhi. This anga karya punar vruttau avidhi. If anga karya is happening, one sutra comes and does the nishedha once, again it does not come in the second time for the same karya. Okay? That's why neti, once it came, it stopped vruddhi caused by this vadavraja halantasyacha. Ato halader lagoho came and it gave vaikalpika vruddhi. That is also stopped by atol rantasya sutra says that do not do vaikalpika, do it nitya vruddhi. Now neti is not capable of stopping this vruddhi. Neti is not capable of stopping this vruddhi was the statement by Kashikakara. जागृ निश्वीनांच सिचि वृद्धि प्राप्ता. तो जागृ इति धातुः सिचि वृद्धि प्राप्ता सा च नेति इति न प्रतिषिध्यते. The वृद्धि which is prapta for this jagru is not pratishiddha by neti sutra. This is what is the meaning of Kashikakara when he says. So we have to understand that sichi vruddhi atol rantasya ityanena prapta sichi vruddhi neti iti sutrena na pratishidyate. Here.
Yes, you.
And this Jagro original lingatsu, that sutra will do the bhara of the vruddhi. It will do guna only Jagro dhatu.
Yes, only for Jagro dhatu.
So here in neti, you have written Jagro iti palantatvat prapta vruddhi neti iti anena taskrida ditvat nisheda bhavati. So this neti and that Jagru sutra, of both these, Jagru will be applied, not neti, when it is Jagru dhatu, right?
Kshamyatam Swamiji. Could you please repeat?
Neti sutra and that other Jagru sutra. For Jagru dhatu, so neti sutra is going to do vruddhi nisheda.
Yes.
But that Jagru sutra, or the other one,
Jagro
it will do guna.
It will do guna.
Means that also will do vruddhi nishedha and do guna.
Yes, it has already done vruddhi nishedha.
Yes.
It has already done guna.
So between these two, when it is Jagru dhatu, always the Jagro vichinna lingatsu will.
First, it will be applied. After having applied Jagro vichinna lingatsu, only we are coming to Vadavraja halantasya and then neti. Neti to be applied, it requires somewhere vruddhi vidhana.
But if you do the krama, I mean the sankhya, the karya of Jagro vichinna lingatsu will be asiddha for the Vadavraja? No.
No, all these sutras are Sapada Saptadhyaya sutras.
Okay. But within Sapada Saptadhyaya, Purvapara?
No, Purvapara. If two sutras are having conflict, then that vichara will be taken.
So that is what I am asking, that if one sutra is doing vruddhi nishedha and doing guna, and another is doing vruddhi nishedha, but no guna.
I didn't understand. I think because Jagro
vichinna lingatsu is 7385.
Yes.
It will do vruddhi nishedha and it will do guna for Jagro dhatu. Neti sutra will, when Jagr is there, it will halanta, so it will do vruddhi nishedha. So So, okay, so what you are saying is Jagro, which in the Lingatsu, first it will make it Jagar
Yes.
through Guna. Then native will come and it will do Vriddhi Nisheda, further Vriddhi Nisheda.
Ha. This is second
Okay.
time Buddhi is Prapta. And this
Okay.
so first by Sichivruddhi Parasmay Padeshu Vriddhi was Prapta to Ru. Jagru Ru.
Correct.
Vakarottaravarti Ru.
Oh.
Now
Then Vraja,
by that
Anantasya,
Akara is getting Buddhi.
okay.
And that is by native.
Hmm.
I was typing, no? Atol Rantasya. No. Prapta Hridyate. Atol Rantasya Tenena Prapta Vriddhi. Sorry. Neti iti न प्रतिषिध्यते. Now, Atol Rantasya. By this, Vriddhi is Prapta to the Gakarottaravarti Akara. And now we don't have solution to avoid that Vriddhi. To avoid that Vriddhi, Gakarottaravarti Akara, Nyanta Kshanashvasa Jagru Nishveditam Sutra is created. And in this Sutra, Jagru Grahana is done. Now, if Jagru is read, that means Jagru will not get this Vriddhi caused by Atol Rantasya. Jagar is E, the, this is what was there. Jagar will remain Jagar, it will not turn into Jagara. And further, Prakriya we had done. Now we can continue the Prakriya. It turned into Jagar is the E, the is there. This Guna caused by Jagro Vichinal Mitsu by this Sutra. Then Jagar, here Vriddhi does not happen, it was Prapta. So we will write same as it is, just to understand. Ato Rantasya Yanena Prapya Nana Vriddhi Prakrita Sutrena Nishidhyate. So we get Jagar only. Then this Jagar, Sakara will disappear. E, Sakara will disappear. E is there. Is there. Sutra for this. Kita. E. Then between them Guna will happen. Sorry. Dirgha Adesh will happen. Savarne Dirgha. And here one Bharatika we applied. Silopa Ekadeshe Siddho. Acha. Now this At will come. Jagar is there. Eid is there. At why? Lung Lang Rung Wadu Datra is ready. Aja Garit. Aja Garit is the Here, this one loka is famous about this whole prakriya. First, yan was prapta, then guna was prapta by sarva dhatu karda dhatu. Sichi vruddhi was prapta. Then jagro vichindal nitsu, guna happened. Then vadabraja halantasyacha vruddhi comes. That is stopped by neti. Again, ato haladir lagoho. This vruddhi comes. Vikalpena vruddhi comes. Again, atol rantasya brings nitya vruddhi, and again that is stopped. That nisheda is done by nyantak kshanashvasa jagro nishveditam. So 9 times or 9 different vidhis are prapta here. That is guno vruddhi pratishedo vikalpanam. Punar vruddhir nishedhoto yanpurva praptayo nava. Yanpurvaha nava praptayah santi. Those are guna vruddhi pratishedha vikalpanam. And then punaha vruddhi. And then nishedha. Nishedha by this nyantak kshanashvasa jagro nishveditam. That's how nava vruddhis are prapta. This is clear now. Yes, Purnaji.
Yes, Ji.
Now, next is lung lakara. Lung lakara is cut. For us, we were declining cut. Cut. Dhana, e dhana, sa, dhana, e dhana, sa. Here, this kat dhatu is edanta. Nyantak kshanashvasa jagro nishveditam editam dhatunam api vruddhi nasyat. That is stopped. Now here, this vruddhi was prapta by ato haladir lagoho. That is stopped. So cut remains as it is. Only dirgha e remains, and then ta is there. At agama happens. Cut e ta. Form is ready. Akatit. This form is clear.
Yes, Ji.
Pratyayas are eat, ishtam, ishus, is, ishtam, ta, isham, ishwa, ishma. So akatit, aka,
Tishtam
ishtam,
akatishuhu. Akatihi akatishtam akatishta akatisham akatishva akatishma.
akatishma. Next is lung lakara. So direct we will decline. Akatish.
Parents, I need to go. So you continue if you want to. Otherwise, you can close. Okay. Home.
Yes. We can stop. We can continue also.
Depends upon others. Okay. I will go. Okay. If you want to close, then we can do
Then
next time.
we'll just write this akatishat lung lakara.
Okay. Okay. Yes. Yes.
So pratyayas are ishat, ishatam, ishan, ishas, ishatam, ishata, isham, ishava, shama. Forms will be akatish,
Akatishyat, akatishyatam, akatishyan, akatishyah, akatishyatam, akatishyata, akatishyam, akatishyah, akatishyama.
Now, next dhatu is guku kshane, that we will see from the next class. We'll do Shanti Patha. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namah. Hari Om. Hari Om.
Hari Om ji.
हरि ओम जी.
जी.